Hello, this is Craig Mitchell, your personal mortgage consultant for life. And this video that you're going to watch today is an excerpt from one of my first-time homebuyer seminars. So if you're a first-time homebuyer, this is information you definitely need to know. And even if you're not a first-time homebuyer, I can almost guarantee that most of the information will be new to you, so you can definitely benefit by watching it. If you do have any questions or comments after watching the video, please email me or call me, and my contact information will be provided at the end of the video. Okay, so today we're going to cover one of the biggest problems you're going to run into when trying to get a home loan, and that's called a bait and switch. And essentially what a bait and switch is when a mortgage company or a bank advertises a really low interest rate in order to get your business, and then at the very end you magically end up getting a much higher interest rate than you originally promised. So here's how it works. The banks and mortgage companies only advertise their very best interest rate, which makes sense because no one's going to call them if they advertise their higher interest rates. The problem is only 11%, that's about 1 out of 9 people, qualify for these really great interest rates. The other 8 out of 9 people don't qualify for whatever reason. Maybe their credit score is not high enough, or maybe they have great credit but their debt to income ratios are too high, or maybe they haven't been on the job long enough. Whatever the reason is, the banks always seem to be able to find a way to give you a higher interest rate. And the real kicker is you don't find out that you don't qualify for these great rates until it's too late. So here's an example. Let's say you call a few different mortgage companies to get some quotes, and you decide to do business with the company that's offering you the best interest rate. So your loan officer gives you a pre-approval letter and you start looking for a house. When you finally find a house and get it under contract, your loan paperwork then gets submitted to the underwriter, and you're only about 30 days away from moving into your new house, because once you sign a contract to buy a house, you're usually given about 30 days to get everything done. So there's no messing around, because once you're under contract, you have to get everything done fast. It's crunch time. So about 2 weeks into the process, your loan officer calls you and says, Mr. Jones, I'm sorry to tell you, but after reviewing your application, the underwriter is offering you a higher interest rate than you were first promised. And worse yet, your payment on your house is going to be $100 to $200 a month higher than you're originally expecting. So at this point, what do? Well, you don't have time to switch to another lender because you have a deadline to close escrow just a couple weeks away. And if you back out, you're going to lose your deposit. What most people do is they just suck it up, they take the higher interest rate, and they don't even realize that this bank or mortgage company does this to everyone, not just you. And there's really not a whole lot you can do about it after the fact. As long as the loan officer notifies you about the higher interest rate as soon as he or she finds out from the underwriter, then they're following the law, and that's all that's required. So how do you prevent this from happening to you? Well, the number one way to make sure you're not getting screwed over, essentially, is really to use your intuition. When you're dealing with someone, do you feel 100% comfortable with them? And if you're not getting a good vibe from someone, just move on and find someone else, and really that's the first thing you want to do. But the real secret is to find a mortgage consultant that's going to submit your paperwork to an underwriter before you actually start looking for a house. You see, 99% of the time, an underwriter never sees your paperwork until you're halfway through the loan process. The low interest rate that the loan officer quoted you at the beginning is simply the company's best interest rate. That doesn't mean you're going to get that rate, and to be quite frank, most of the time you don't. Now, the reason that most loan officers don't submit your paperwork to the underwriter at the very beginning is twofold. Number one is it's a lot more paperwork. And the bottom line is the loan officer doesn't want to do the extra paperwork unless they're sure you're going to actually buy a house. Half the people that get pre-approved don't actually end up buying a house, and so the underwriter doesn't want to do a bunch of extra paperwork unless they're sure you're going to buy something. But more importantly, they don't want to lose your business. They realize that if they send this to an underwriter up front and then tell you that the interest rate's higher than your first quoted, which it usually is, you're probably going to shop around and you might end up taking your business somewhere else. So they would lose your business, and really that's probably the main reason they don't do it, is if they knew that you knew the truth, that you'd probably go somewhere else. I believe in being 100% transparent, and that's why I always, 100% of the time, have an underwriter look at my client files at the very beginning so I can let my clients know exactly what to expect and exactly what interest rate they qualify for. If you ask any realtor, they'll tell you that purchases fall out of escrow all the time because a lot of loan officers out there just really don't know what they're doing. So be sure your loan officer sends your file to an underwriter before you find a house or before you buy a house to prevent this from happening to you.